Hey Exiles, this is going to be the final update to my life stacking cold dot Wintertide build. Disclaimer, this is not a guide. I am just doing a build vlog here. As of now, I have killed all the Ubers in the game using this build. I'm going to include those at the end if you want to just skip to that, but I'm going to do a build and a review here. The first thing is survivability. We're at 13.7k ES. It is fairly tanky, even though we don't have spell suppression. We also have 50% attack block and 80% spell block, which feels great. We have over 1k regen. It's like 1.3 right now. And that's pretty good. And then at least 80 max res. We have 81 fire. Also great. Damage has been pretty good. As you'll see with the Ubers, I killed them fairly fast, but it's not like usual boss killer fast. It's just like a good average fast, if that makes sense. I think in PoB it's like around 3-4 million, if I calculate it right. But getting to the cons, biggest complaint I had is the brand playstyle, especially with Wintertide, where it's just not lasting as long as I would hope. Because I don't mind the playstyle if I put something on and then I'm good for a few seconds. It really feels like I kind of have to keep them moving, especially because of the brand recall tech. I could just not be doing it right, but I'm not really vibing with it. The other thing with this build in general, you can save 11 points just by cutting out brands. That is really 11 points going into life could be huge if I just did Creeping Frost and Vortex. Especially once you get the gloves for exposure on hit, I think I would prefer doing Creeping Frost Vortex over Wintertide. While I'm in the tree, there wasn't really anything changed. I found like these are a bit more damage worthy compared to these nodes. Um, and then I did the red dream tech down here, stacking fire res, and you get a bunch of life here from it. I also dropped the strength stacking because I was not stacking enough strength to really make it worthwhile. Especially because suffix wise, I'd prefer cold res because cold res is extra dot multi with this mastery. And then the only other con that I really want to go over is just core skating elixir. As you know, like no one uses this in hardcore because sometimes you just randomly die. I was literally doing a beast to level up awakened gems, and I just happened to die on one. And it was just like, okay, well, I just wasted 40C there. So I'm not necessarily a fan of core skating elixir, but I occasionally do a build with it because Ivory Tower is a fun unique for me. Now, I really want to just do a whole review here of I just enjoyed the experience. This is the first time I have actually put together a build myself and complete. As of the recording of this, I am the only one on PoE Ninja that is doing Wintertide brand with Ivory Tower. There is no one else really doing Wintertide in this form. There is obviously other Wintertide players uh, that I did do some research on because I'd never played Wintertide before. But it seems like right now a lot of them are going for Elementalist over Occultist and not necessarily uh, life stacking, just doing the general stacking of it. Like checking out Oven 4733. They're currently just Elementalist Golem stacking. So I went a different route. I did enjoy it. That leads me to my other part of this as not the best way to play this build or Wintertide. I really just did this because Ivory Tower was the first way I knew how to use Rapith and solve defense with low life and mana regen. Because if you take Blood Magic and then Eternal Youth, you just have infinite mana for the most part, as long as you have enough life, which you're stacking anyways. So that's just kind of why I settled into this. It'd probably be better to do a raw life stacker on a different ascendancy, like Scion, Inquisitor, or maybe even just an Elementalist. With Occultist, you kind of get shoehorned into Energy Shield, which I could either take Unholy Authority or Frigid Wake. But this is just what I did. I enjoyed it. Anyways, now I'm gonna go into the Uber kills, and I just wanted to talk about some of my deaths. I did not do any Ubers since Settlers League, and I mean early Settlers League. Because the second half of Settlers, I mostly did hardcore and hardcore SSF runs, because Settlers lasted forever, and Secrets I mostly did SSF. And then in this one I did trade, and I could actually get the fragments reasonably. I am considering doing a softcore SSF restart because this league mechanic is stupid for SSF, but you'll see in a future update if I do that. Now onto the deaths. There were some mostly because of, I would say, rust and not doing Ubers and respecting the content as much. 2 were to the new Ubers and their new bosses. It was kind of just like, it was a Fizz Slam on the Dread Uber, and then it was, I want to say, like the spell auto attack on Neglect. I want to look back on that eventually just to see, but I just summed that up to I was not respecting the Ubers. I also don't have any spell suppression or Fizzazelli on this build, so my damages kind of were not great. And then Maven was probably my worst Maven in a while. I was running into things. Whenever you get hit by her beans and like your recovery is disabled, I just can't do anything for that time. It was not great. There was even one moment where I'm trapped between like 3 attacks. I would have logged normally, but I'm just like, fuck it, I'm in softcore, and tried to get out of it, but that did not work. I also got Shaper Slammed and Uber Elder, but I blame that again on Rust. I was not respecting it as much. And then aside from that, I'd say the Wintertide damage really surprised me on the Ubers. I thought they'd be a lot longer fights, and they were not. So anyways, if you watched this, thank you. I do make these for myself to put up in the future if I want to look back on a build or a particular league, or show my friend of a build and it's not bricked in standard. So if you guys also enjoy them, that's just a plus. Anyways, I'm out, and see you later.
now, Zana.
Okay. Perhaps later.
But later never came. Patience is a mercy, irrevocable thought. Intangible pain. Intolerance. You cannot hide from fate. Patience is a mercy. I am not the end. Negligence. I am not the end.
Greetings.
Patience is a mercy. You cannot hide from fate. Negligence. I am not the end. Madness consumes. And now we stand on the edge of a new tomorrow. A brighter future. A secure future for one and all.
Nothing is secure within the reality of torment.
I've never seen anything like this. Grasp your mortality tightly.
Means to an end.
Frozen in time and space.
Irrevocable thought.
Consumed by fear.
Life is so brittle.
Negligence.
Amount of my might.
I am not the end.
Rupture of the mind.
All the flesh is so fallible.
This suffers. For what purpose? What reason?
Grasp your mortality tightly.
Unbridled reverie. Awaken. Means to an end. Consumed by the synapses.
Salt.
Erase.
Mortal flesh is so fallible.
Irrevocable thought.
Resist the assault.
You cannot hide from fate.
Grasp your mortality tightly. Mortal flesh is so fallible.
Explosive rapture.
Stalk and hunt.
I am not the end.
Grasp your mortality tightly.
Providence.
Life is so brittle.
This suffers. For what purpose? What reason?
Stalk and hunt.
The Atlas is everything we see, and everything we do not.
Grasp your mortality.
Unmake. to an end. She suffers. For what purpose? What reason? Power absolute.
Amount of my money.
Overwhelming terror.
Resist the assault.
You cannot hide from fate.
Rupture of the mind. I am not the end. Intangible pain.
And hunt. Grasp your mortality tightly. Mortal flesh is so fallible.
Her power is an illusion made real.
Grasp your mortality tightly.
In the depths of her mind, she wholly reforged him.
Stop and
Her dread shall not be erased so.
Father, what are you doing?
What have you done, foolish girl?
All things said remain consumed by fear. Fear made her who she is. Overwhelming terror. Explosive rapture. Wrath. Fear made her who she is. Overwhelming terror. Rupture of the mind. Forgive me. I was not myself.
Your absurd defiance ends here, hatchling.
are you ready, my champion?
Annihilation. The fires of 1,000 suns. You do not have the strength, hatchling.
That may be, but I am not alone.
How pathetic. Annihilation. Disintegration. Cleansing. Incineration. Annihilation. The fires of 1,000 suns. Incineration. Disintegration. Cleansing. Annihilation. Disintegration. Cleansing. The fires of 1,000 suns. Annihilation. Incineration. Disintegration. Cleansing. Annihilation. Incineration. Annihilation. Disintegration. Cleansing. Annihilation. The fires of 1,000 suns. Disintegration. The hatchling. Surprises.
Academy for this realm. The prize piece comes to join.
My collection.
Stand still. Do what I say. Stand still. A cascade of pain. Mine.
Pain will be returned tenfold. Space aligns. Behold my collection.
I will have what I want. Death will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry. A cascade of pain.
Death made real.
Stand still.
Death made real.
Stand still. Take this. My collection is complete.
Sold something while you were gone?
Mine! Death will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry. A cascade of pain. Do what I say. Stand still. Why?
Resistance will be punished. Time controls. Scurry, scurry.
My irritation is growing. Do what I say. Stand still. A cascade of pain. Death will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry! A cascade of
Death
pain.
made real.
Do what I say. Stand still. A cascade of pain. Stand still.
Death made real.
Do what I say. A cascade of pain. Stand still. This will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry. Stand still.
Death made real.
My collection is
You've had a sale, Exile.
a cascade of pain. How?
Stop resisting. Reality bends. Punishment inescapable.
Arrogant toy. A cascade of pain. Death will not be an escape. not be an escape. Scurry, scurry! Stand still. A cascade of pain. Ah. Take this. Do what I say. Stand still. Take this.
Caretaker! To me!
What secrets are you hiding in that murderous mind of yours? Let's find out. Valdo had some ingenious designs hidden in his memories. Observe! Rayclasp needs me! Darkness surrounds us! Repent! Valdo's designs were flawed. Do you remember dying here? You will. Be no more! Feel the pull of the void! Yes, that's it! Death sweeps in! Sin surrounds you. Be no more. What are you? In this, the realm of the past, I am king, and you will bow. This one is my own creation. Rayclasp needs me! Yes, thee! Obliterate sin! Repent! Ha! Plenty more where that came from. Face your destruction! Burn away sin! Sin surrounds you. Faith empowers. Belief overwhelms. Feel the pull of the void.
We've made a trade.
I will crush you. Cleansing flames. Sin surrounds you. Burn away sin. Be no more. Impossible. How? This isn't over. This will never be over. I will unify humanity.
Did you really think this would work?
Sirus, please, we want to help you. Don't do anything hasty.
Destroying you is as easy as flicking a pest.
No,
Sana!
Kirak!
How boring and small.
You want the Atlas?
Creation itself!
What's this? A real challenge? You've finally caught my attention.
Die. This city is nothing! Why resist? Glorious flames! Fury
The
of the
others found
cosmos!
strength in their projections. They became reliant on it. I am not so foolish.
Beyond, there is only horror.
Silent.
Die. Your lives are meaningless! Why resist? Fury of the cosmos!
Really interesting enough to warrant all this pain.
Die. This world is doomed! Die. Watch beauty crumble! everlasting fire. Die. This world is doomed!
Feel the thrill of
The void! Everlasting fire! Die!
I may not remember.
Father, no!
Putrefy, rot, spoil, and fester.
Exile, do something!
Gaze into the abyss. Ultimate chaos. Embraced by misery.
We've made a trade.
Gaze into the abyss. Ultimate chaos. Gaze into the abyss. Embraced by misery. Gaze into the abyss. You little mouse. You don't belong here. Run along. Turn back, trespasser. Cease this madness. You tamper with things you do not understand. Your recklessness will not go unpunished. The smell of fear betrays you! Shall savor you. This is your final warning. Leave. You force my hand again, little mouse. So be it. You've chosen to side with chaos. This is my world, and you shall obey my order. Gaze into the abyss. Gaze into the abyss. Imperfect!
He's trying to recover. Hurry! Let's find a way back.
Behold the face of your unmaking!
Father, it's me. Let me help you.
The horror must be stopped. Obstacles destroyed! Embraced by misery. irrelevant!
He's injured, but not for long. We need to get back.
These memories are mine. I cannot lose them.
They lied to you, Father. I'm your true memory.
To save the future, the past must be sacrificed. Gaze into the abyss. Gaze into the abyss.